in. Good afternoon, Doc Saab.
Good afternoon. After a long time, how are you?
I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good. Uh, let's do it like the old way, like the bilingual way.
Oh,
Uh,
sure.
all right. We are a bit behind on what we were trying to do, and this is like the new year had not been very good to me. I'm not going into details. We didn't
Yeah.
have any heat, so I was like here and there. And thank God that everything is back
And
now.
at the same time, I am still in the recovery process after my heart
Yeah,
surgery. So,
yeah,
but anyway, we are fine, good to go.
yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. So welcome back, Doc Sab. Happy New Year to you.
So, Happy New Year to you and also the viewers. And
Yeah.
we wish you a very happy and prosperous New Year. May God bless you all.
Okay. So as I discussed with you, like during the last week when Mamdani took over as the mayor of New York City, and and I said like, did you see that? And you said like, yeah, you saw that. So the pledges were made, the vows were made on the Holy Quran, and then he introduced himself as a brown boy coming from Indian ancestry, born in an African country. So everything he talked about, except for being an American. And then during the same time, another tweet came in, another interview came in from the southern part of the world. So we are in the West, and then somebody from the South made the same kind of speech, gave the same kind of statement that I was a brown Muslim boy who was told that he was never going to play for an Australian squad. And here I am. I'm talking about Usman Khawaja, who just retired from international test cricket. So he has an Australian wife. He grew up in Australia, when I don't know how old he was. I mean, he thanked himself and he bragged about his brown ancestry, his Pakistani ancestry, and on top of all that, his Muslim ancestry or his faith. But he never talked about being Australian or being thankful to Australia. Of course, Mamdani was one step ahead because he's a politician and he was very thankful to New Yorkers and the whole Pakistani community back home in Pakistan is also very thankful to New Yorkers for selecting all this. So I'm just connecting the whole idea, and then I'm going to give you the mic and ask you to tell me like what is actually working at the back of these people's mind that they come to a Western country or I mean Australia is in the south of the world, but I mean still
Mhm.
has the Western values, and
Okay.
then they get the opportunities. They get their education there, they make their careers there, they earn money there, fame, recognition, and prosperity and everything, and yet at the end of the day they still deny to blend in and to be called American or British or
Or
Australian, rather
Australian.
than they
Yeah.
just want to be
Mhm.
considered and recognized according to
Mhm.
their faith. And then they have the balls and the courage and the spine and audacity at the same time to see the media and say it on the face of everybody that we are not you. We are here to rule you. We are here to reap all the benefits, but we are not you. So,
Anyway. Okay. So, Mr. Mamdani, media is full of information about him. His academic background, his cultural, his historical, and his ancestral background.
mhm.
Simply speaking, he is South Asian origin. He is having South Asian origin because of his mother. He has a African origin because of his father. And he has a Muslim background because of his Islamic faith, which is good. But through this discussion, actually, I want to address the policymakers in USA as well as the media and the policymakers and the civil society as well as the politicians vis-a-vis from Pakistani minority community and the Muslim community, especially the politicians like Shri Rahman, Bilawal Bhutto, and Mariam Nawaz in the context of the Zoran Mamdani. So This is the beauty of the American culture. It's American dream that you come from anywhere with any background, and if you put your heart and soul, you are provided every opportunity, perhaps more than their own born citizens. And this is clear when we see so many Pakistani and India. The Google is being led by Indian. So many Pakistanis are running their business. Africans, Bangladeshi, the place where I live in the Central Lab, Albany, most of the businesses and buildings on the main road are owned by the Bangladeshi community, and which is good. But unfortunately, what is the sad part of this whole picture? Either Mamdani or any Indian or Pakistani Muslim comes here, they give preference to their Muslim identity rather than their American citizenship or American nationality. As a human rights activist, I am always in the favor of different identities, but from all above, the identity of your nation, your national identity, is above than all. And nothing has to do with your Muslim faith, with your Christian faith. When you work as a professional, either as a politician or as a professor or businessman, but I am surprised why Mamdani chose to present himself or give a major outlook of his personality as a Muslim. We have nothing to do with his Muslimship. It is his personal faith in
Yeah,
Pakistan.
but it is being said that
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like it that he is elected. He's trying to give the impression that he's elected because he's a Muslim, or maybe the Muslim Brotherhood is trying to give the impression
No,
that
excuse me.
this is
Ex-
his election is
Do
based
you
on
know? Do you
his
know
Muslim identity.
how much Muslim population of
The
the
new
New York
two
of the
percent,
New
I
York?
think.
2%. Can the 2% elect him? So is the case with Sadiq Khan in London. They have been voted by different communities, including South Asians, white or liberal, supremacist, and other people. Everyone has voted him because he is a trained media man, academician, and in his family, he has been brought up by two experts, his father as well as his mother, who is a strong media and film person.
Yeah,
And he knows,
he's an
and
actor. I mean, like the way
yeah,
he
he's an
acts
actor,
in
and
front of the camera, the smile, the dimples
yeah,
on his right cheek.
I am a blind person, but from his voice, I can understand that he dramatized his expressions, either their voice, either his voice, or something like that. And your viewers can judge better. And I would invite you all, whenever you see him, please try to observe his gestures,
He's
because
trained very well.
he is not only a politician, he's a trained actor, he's a trained professional, he's a trained artist, and there is nothing bad in it. But the problem is when you, for your own benefit, you ignore the other people who voted for you, and you're just trying to consider
Yeah.
and you want to give importance to your religious identity. I don't know why. And
His
another
very
aspect,
viral video, it says, I met a
wherever.
Pakistani auntie, and he's sitting with that Pakistani auntie, and they start in English, and then she
Mhm.
says, like, do you speak Urdu? And he says, yeah, I can speak Urdu. I cannot
I
read,
can
write
I
Urdu.
would like to stop you here and would like to quote Javed Chaudhry, a very prominent Pakistani, a seasoned journalist.
Hmm.
He was of the view that this was total drama, because he was saying that the way she was responding, the way he was responding, and their gestures and their frame to frame, everything, it was a drama. And you will see so many dramas like this, because he will be going to some other communities as well to show this type of drama to get the
He
sympathy
is a
of the
drama.
people.
He's a drama. I
Yeah.
don't know if you have seen the group of black uh, uh, missionaries. I mean, I think they looked
Yeah,
more
yeah,
like
you send me
they
that, you
look more
send me.
like Protestant
Yeah,
church people, or maybe Pentecostals or Methodists,
yeah, you send me,
and
I know.
they are blessing him. They're kind of anointing him, and he's
Yeah.
standing there just like a good Catholic boy, hands clasped together, and like he's in the church and he's being, uh, canonized or bloody
Okay, okay,
baptized
okay.
or I don't
Oh
know
yeah,
what,
yeah,
but he's doing
yeah.
all
Listen,
kind of act.
what point I have to basically highlight here? Uh, the point is, he is a mayor of New York.
Mhm.
He's South Asian. He's of African background, and he's a Muslim. I think more than American Muslims, the Pakistani Muslims, the Bangladeshi Muslims, and UK Muslims, they are more happy than Mamdani. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
Sadiq Khan is so happy.
The Sadiq Khan, they are very happy because they want to use this opportunity to give the message to the Muslim people that they have conquered another city of the world. They
Yeah,
have conquered
the
another
biggest
and
city.
one biggest city of the world. And most importantly, the Pakistani channels, all the prime channels, if I would name them, then they will start campaign against me. I know that. But the channels, I think they are more interested to present him as a Muslim instead of presenting the American dream, that in the American dream, you can get anything. And look at the beauty of the American democracy. He was a worst opponent of President Trump. But President Trump, despite his all negative things which the people claim, but he invited him, he accepted him, and he assured him to work with him within the constitutional limits. So look at how the people in this American democracy, the people are respected and how they are given chance to prove themselves. Another point which I have to highlight here, and I'm specially addressing Pakistani establishment, Pakistani parliament, especially the minority representatives. Did you notice that he took a oath raising his right hand and putting his hand on Quran? Did you notice that? And I
Yeah,
think
yeah, that's what I said in the intro,
yeah, viewers would have noted it.
that he took his
And
vows
it's,
and pledges on Quran.
yeah, and it is very, very good thing. Because as a sociologist and as a strong Catholic, I still believe that the religion is the most important part of your professional life, especially when it's a matter of your conscience and your practices. But I want to ask questions from Bilawal, from Nawaz Sharif, from Shiri Rahman, from Maulana
Field
Fazlur
Marshal.
Rahman, even respected Field Marshal,
Hmm.
long live Field Marshal, and even Imran Khan and his PTI people.
Particularly, yes.
Yeah, particularly, are they ready to allow the Christian people, Christian and Hindu representatives, just to take oath on their religious books? I was in the court yesterday as an interpreter, and I saw there was some Sikh boys as a witness. They were allowed to choose whether they want to take oath on their religious book. In Pakistani courts, there I have seen some practices like that, that they do it, but mostly I would like to point out here, please not just only glorify the Islamic aspect of or Muslim nature of the Mamdani,
That's the
but also
democratic. That's a
but them
democratic
that yeah
value which
but
should be
also
honored.
I would request main channels, especially like Hamid Mir and Kashif and other people, please convey some message for the minorities as well, that please allow them to take oath on their own religious books. And especially now I want to literally address my minority 37 minority people, including Deputy Speaker of the Sindh Assembly, Mr. Anthony Naveed. He has taken an oath stating that I take the oath to protect the Islamic ideology. Mister, you are no more leader of the Christian community.
Yeah. And
Yes,
what about the
you
other members of the
listen,
parliament?
listen,
I mean,
listen.
like,
No, 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 no. You speak very well. You have very good training. You have a background of NGOs for last 10 years and you have been working with them and you know everything. I know that. But simply as a layman, when you have taken, आपने जब हलफ उठा लिया है कि मैं नजरिया इस्लाम के तहफ्फुज का हल्फ उठाता हूं, चाहे वो मजबूरन ही क्यों ना हो। अब पीपल्स पार्टी के दोस्त कहेंगे जी वो तो मजबूरी है तो मजबूरी में तो फिर हराम सुअर भी खाना जायज है।
नहीं तो मजबूरी
ऐसे
खत्म करे
थोड़ी
ना,
होता है।
मजबूरी ऐसे थोड़ी
मजबूरी
है।
नहीं, नहीं मजबूरी
बाकी
नहीं,
आपके
काश
कितने
के।
मेंबर, टोटल कितने मेंबर
हाँ,
बनते हैं डॉक्टर साहब?
37 है जी पूरी
प्रोविंशियल,
असेंबलियों में।
प्रोविंशियल
हमारे
प्लस,
37 हैं।
नहीं
37 हैं,
टोटल
37
टोटल
मेंबर्स, टोटल
इंक्लूडिंग
37
एवरीबॉडी।
मेंबर्स हैं। 37
नहीं
मेंबर्स हैं,
नहीं
बता
नहीं
तो
नहीं,
रहा हूँ
आप मेरा
आपको।
सवाल नहीं समझ रहे। जो मुसलमान और क्रिश्चियन और हिंदू और वो सारे मिला के नेशनल प्लस
ये तकरीबन
प्रोविंशियल
1100 हैं, 1100
ग्यारह
हैं
सौ 1100,
जी।
बाकी के जो 1100 में से 1099 हैं, उन वो
हम्म
इस्लामिक कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन या बैग 37 निकाल दें तो 1150, 1050 तो चले होंगे 60।
हम्म
वो काफी नहीं है कि इसकी भी जरूरत पड़ गई थी इस्लामिक
हाँ जी, कि इनको
कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन?
आप काश के आप एंथनी नवीद साहब को ये कहते कि आप आपके हलफ में थोड़ा चेंज कर देते हैं हम। नजरिया इस्लाम नहीं, नजरिया पाकिस्तान ही उसे कर देते, जो कि नजरिया इस्लाम है एक्चुअली। वो जो सो कॉल्ड हमने नैरेटिव बनाया हुआ है और आजकल भी बड़े जोरों शोर से उसे बनाया जा रहा है। लेकिन बुनियादी तौर पर आप ही ने अभी मुझे वीडियो भेजी थी कि इलामा इकबाल जिनके बारे में कहा जाता है कि इलाहाबाद में उन्होंने एक अलग स्टेट मांगी थी, तो उन्होंने तो बेचारों ने लेटर लिख दिया था टाइम्स
उन्होंने
ऑफ
बकायदा
टाइम्स ऑफ
एफिडेविट दिया हुआ है
जी
ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट
एफिडेविट
को जी कि
दिया।
मैंने कोई ये इसका
मैंने तो कोई ऐसा नहीं किया, लेकिन चलो कोई बात नहीं। आपने रिलीजियस मकासद के लिए जो भी करना था एस्टेब्लिशमेंट ने कर लिया। लेकिन मैं ये कहना चाहता हूँ माइनॉरिटी मेंबर्स और सिविल सोसाइटी ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस मेहरबानी करके लॉबिंग करते हुए इस चीज को उठाएं कि जब भी अगली अमेंडमेंट आए, if whenever, because in Pakistan now the it's a era of the constitutional amendment. So whenever there is new amendment, please थोड़े minorities के issues को भी address कर लें।
नहीं तो
और
मुझे
खास
ये
तौर पे
बताएं ना डॉक्टर साहब, जस्ट टेल मी लाइक इन सिंपल वर्ड्स, लाइक the the achievements and the victories that Muslim community in general and Pakistani Muslims back home in Pakistan particularly celebrate, why can't they offer the same kind of opportunities to the other minorities in the country of their own origin, to the minorities, so that they could celebrate the same spirit? Why it is not possible for them?
yeah, it is not possible for them because there is a mentality in Pakistan, Bangladesh, and other India regarding the minorities that they have to suppress them. They have to keep them down, one class level down,
But then they
because they are
morally and
there.
ethically, then they don't
Yeah,
have the right to celebrate these kind of
yeah.
achievements here.
And you know why once we heard a statement from Mr. Bilawal Bhutto that I want to see the Christian prime minister. Wow, what a political gimmick it was.
Yeah.
In those days, I have been saying that we do not need prime minister of Pakistan. मैंने उस वक्त सिर्फ ये कहा था उन दिनों में, और पीपल्स पार्टी के हलकों ने मेरी मुखालफत शुरू कर दी। मैंने कहा कि आपके पास एक बहुत अच्छा ट्रेंड पॉलिटिशियन एंथनी नवीद है, आप उसको हैदराबाद या कराची का मेयर क्यों नहीं बना देते? एंड ही हैज एवरी गट्स टू डू दिस, ही इज अ गट्सी मैन।
लेकिन वो
आई हैव
लीडरशिप पोजीशन में आप क्रिश्चियन को लेके आएंगे तो
जी,
जड़ावाला
तो
में,
वो जो जी
जड़ावाला
जी जी
में क्या सारी जो बाकी आप उसको रिलीजियस लोग रंग देते हैं,
जी
जड़ावाला में इट वाज ऑल पॉलिटिकल
जी
एंड
जी
एंड एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव इशू।
yeah, the thing is, in Pakistan, I would like to quote I will not like to name someone, but in Pakistani politics, when you have to undermine the politics of someone and when you have to stop the political advancement of someone, you are appointed as a senator or you are given a secondary level position as it has been given to Anthony Naveed. He was growing well. He has a good reputation. But this lollipop of a constitutional position, and he is very happy himself. Oh, he has a constitutional position, but what? Nothing. With the deputy speaker position, he cannot do anything, and he's not doing anything. Despite making speeches, despite attending the NGO sessions, despite attending the Crusade Mafia sessions, you know, so because he has limitations security wise, and as a deputy secretary, deputy speaker, he has some political restrictions as well because he can't go beyond the certain limit. So the point is, quickly, please, in Pakistan, first of all, the NGO, civil society, politicians, please try to work, try to convince and try to do the lobbying that Christians or Hindus or minorities should be allowed to take oath on their own religious Bibles or the religious books as well as in the courts.
आई
And
थिंक कोर्ट्स में
similarly,
जो जजेस करते हैं वो भी अपनी
हाँ, हाँ
सोल
जी,
डिस्क्रेशन पे करते हैं,
ये
इट्स
वो
नॉट
देयर
लॉ।
सोल डिस्क्रेशन है वो, बट मैंने देखा है कि कुरान पर भी हलफ उठवा देते हैं. बट
हम्म।
द प्रॉब्लम इज, प्लीज यू डू दैट, एंड प्लीज आई वुड रिक्वेस्ट द मीडिया who has been glorifying Mamdani, keep an eye on Mamdani and try to present the actual picture
अच्छा
and
एक
try to
एक
try to glorify the American democracy beauty as well.
That's what I say. That's what I always
Yeah,
say. Like if
yeah.
if you celebrate that a lady in some part of America has become a police officer, head of police, it's and she's Muslim and she's Pakistani, it's not an achievement on her part. Okay, she did good. She got education, she took I mean training, she
In our society,
participated,
in
she
our
was very
society, it is
successful
normal.
person. Let me
It's
complete, Dr.
normal.
Sab. But
Mhm.
but who gave her the opportunity to do that? I mean,
Yeah.
why you and me are sitting here in the United States instead? Are we not more intelligent than 90% of the Muslims in Pakistan? I mean, like, okay, 90 is too much. चलो अब कह दिया तो कह दिया. But at least 50-60% से तो हम ज्यादा ही अच्छे हैं. लेकिन हम यहाँ
Uh,
बैठे हुए हैं, किस लिए बैठे हुए हैं? इसीलिए बैठे हुए हैं because you don't give the opportunity, and because my name was purely Muslim name, so sometimes they found it out later. Oh, this guy is Christian. Okay. But by that time, they knew that, oh, this guy is
but
our.
but 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 but
हमारी मजबूरी है.
I had
आपका
otherwise
तो और
situation.
भी सिचुएशन, आपकी तो सिचुएशन भी और थी, आपको तो नाम भी वो नहीं था. मैं वापस
Hmm.
उसी सवाल की तरफ जाता हूँ. ये ममदानी है, या मैंने उस्मान ख्वाजा की बात भी की, क्योंकि एक ही दिन में दो दो चीजें इकट्ठी हो गई.
Hmm.
Why it is so hard for these people? Okay, Mamdani is a bloody actor, I understand that, but what about Usman Khaja? What about the others? Why it is so difficult for them to admit the very fact
Okay.
that
Mhm.
Australia has given that person the opportunity, or the United States has given the opportunity, and because they realize that they somehow वो यहाँ की लोगों की मजबूरी बन गए हैं कि इनके पास लीडरशिप ही नहीं है वहां पे खिलाने के लिए. इंग्लैंड की टीम में देखे तो दो पाकिस्तानी मुसलमान खेल रहे होंगे. साउथ अफ्रीका की टीम में देखे तो एक पाकिस्तानी मुसलमान. हर जगह पे उनको अपॉर्चुनिटी मिल रही है, दाढ़ियां रख के खेल रहे हैं वो लोग.
जी,
मतलब है
और फिर
पाकिस्तान की पाकिस्तान की
नमाज भी
क्रिकेट
पढ़ते हैं.
टीम जब मैं बच्चा था, हर बंदा क्लीन शेव था और हर बंदा मास्टर डिग्री वाला था. अब सारे
हम्म.
नमाज पढ़ने वाले हैं.
और मैट्रिक इंटर सारे.
अंग्रेजी का एक
एनीवे,
लफ्ज नहीं आता उनको.
एनीवे,
पर
एनीवे.
मैं अपने
ओके.
सवाल वापस आपकी तरफ फेंकता हूं, डॉक्टर साहब. Why it is difficult for people like Mamdani, Usman Khaja, and all the others to admit to the very fact this country has been very generous to them. This country gave them the opportunity. The people of the left are giving them the opportunity for their own gain and benefits. But why it is so hard for these people to admit to the very fact that they are Americans or Australian, respectively?
बड़े सादा लफ्जों में बताऊं आपको,
जी जी.
एहसान फरामोश है, और ये
हम्म.
एहसान फरामोशी इनके ब्लड में शामिल है. आप, मुझे नहीं पता आप इसको इंग्लिश में कैसे एक्सप्लेन करेंगे, आप ही कर दें इसको, कि ये एहसान फरामोश है. दे आर not respecting the people who help them. And the second thing, they don't want to assimilate.
Yeah.
As I have been saying to you, you remember my theory?
Yes.
Which one?
हेजमनी वाली थ्योरी जो है.
Yes. They don't believe in harmony.
हम्म.
They believe in hegemony. They are cunning. Actually, they are trained in mosques and seminaries that as a Muslim, you have to rule the world. And for doing this, even you can do haram things. You can speak lie.
Now you
For
say
example,
hegemony, there's a big writer, his book is it has
Mhm,
many books, business books, and I used to read him. His name is Jim Collins. उसकी
mhm,
एक थ्योरी है, हैज हॉग थ्योरी. हेजमनी से मुझे याद आ गया, और मैं उसको बड़ा अच्छा कोरिलेट कर सकता हूँ. उसने उसने फॉक्स की और हैज हॉग की एग्जांपल दी है. झाड़ चूहा ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਪਾਕਿਸਤਾਨ ਚ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ, ਜਿਹੜਾ ਗੋਲ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ,
mhm.
ਫੁੱਟ ਗੇਂਦ ਬਣ
जी,
ਜਾਂਦਾ.
जी. Mhm,
And fox to me is west, which knows 110 different ways, maybe 1,000 different ways to capture its enemy. And hedgehog is a one Muslim guy who knows only one way to save itself, and that is turning into a ball. फॉक्स उसकी किताब में 100 तरीके इस्तेमाल करती है, लेकिन वो हैज हॉग एक ही तरीका इस्तेमाल करता है, वो गेंद बन जाता है और फॉक्स उसको पकड़ नहीं सकती। सो ये भी इस मजहब के उस गेंद के अंदर चले जाते हैं और ये जीत जाते हैं फिर,
So
बिकॉज वो काम करता है, वो काम
yeah,
करता है।
you just look at the highest position in the New York police are being held by the Muslim people, especially from Bangladesh.
या सेम इज
Because
इन सेम इज इन
yeah,
इंग्लैंड।
and listen, what we did in Pakistan with Bangladeshi people, what the Pakistani Muslims did with the Bangladeshi Muslims.
यस,
Now, under the leadership of the current regime in Pakistan, vis-a-vis establishment and political leadership, just to defame and demise India, now they are going to try to have a good relationship with Bangladesh as an opportunist, and this is not bad thing because politics and international relations, they all are to serve your
but they go
interest.
hand in hand together,
Yeah, they
whatever
can
your interest.
don't worry. But the problem is how the Muslims are treating their own people in their own countries, and how when they go outside, they are not PTI, they are not Muslim League, they are not People's Party, they are Muslim. They are not Congress or BJP. They are not Awami League or something like that. When they go to the other countries, their main agenda, one point agenda is to hegemonize wherever they are.
Dominate.
Yeah, to dominate. Yes, to dominate.
Dominate, because
And you
your
know,
teaching, as I always say,
yeah,
teaching makes a difference, and teaching tells you
yeah,
that this country belongs to you. At the end of the day, Islam will prevail.
yeah. Islam
और
will
राइट डॉक्टर साहब,
prevail.
आपके
Thank
पास
you.
2-3 मिनट हैं, इसको सारे को सम अप कर दें। मेरा सवाल अभी भी यही है कि क्यों नहीं कर पाते इस बात को। अब वसीम अकरम चले ले लेते हैं, उसने कभी नहीं कहा मैं मुसलमान हूं, मैं ये हुआ हूं। हालांकि वो इमरान खान का शागिर्द था, लेकिन वो इससे ज्यादा आउटग्रो कर गया। मैं अक्सर देखता हूँ, अभी अगर उसको उल्टा सीधा सवाल इंडिया के बारे में भी कर दे तो वो कहेगा यार क्यों मुझे कपिल भाई से लड़वाना है या सुनील गावस्कर साहब से मेरी
Yeah,
बेइज्जती
yeah,
करवानी है, वो मेरे बड़े हैं।
yeah.
तो
Hmm.
आई मीन यू नो व्हाट यू आर डूइंग, बट देन एट द सेम टाइम यू डू इट
No, the
इन द
thing is,
लाइमलाइट।
especially in
2 मिनट है
Pakistan,
डॉक्टर साहब आपके पास, दो
yes,
मिनट में।
this mentality has been developed by the establishment to serve the different certain communities because they just want to disguise themselves under the curtain of Islam because they know that in Pakistan there is poverty, there is unemployment, there is a distrust of the people on the different kind of political and other
पाकिस्तान की तो
establishment
बात,
institutions.
पाकिस्तान तो चले हैं ना, है
Yeah,
यहाँ पे
and
वेस्ट में देखे ना।
similar in the West, when they come here, they are taught this that your prime agenda is to just try to create dominance, hegemony, and instead of assimilation, you have to create your own separate identity.
और प्रीचिंग भी करते हैं और सड़कों पे अजानें
Yeah,
भी देते हैं और
yeah,
बाकी के सारे काम भी करते हैं जानबूझ। पाकिस्तान में कुछ सड़कों पे अजानें नहीं देता।
yeah. Because here, Pakistan, where there, yeah, I can just remember one thing. I had a little nephew of 2 years. He died. And I think next street to our house there is a mosque. There is a mosque. And what happened? Whenever the Maulvi give azan, he come out and likes doing some activity that he is unhappy. He's shaking his head, he is raising his hands and trying to beat this man. That what are you doing? This 2 year nephew of mine, he was used to doing this. But by giving azan everywhere, by promoting
That's like
Islam
announcing
everywhere.
yourself. That's like announcing.
Yeah,
To me,
that's
it's
it's
more or less like
yeah,
announcing
it's
yourself.
it's a self-proclamation, and this is not good for America. And wherever they are given full opportunity, I think these Western establishments, they should try to understand the people like us. And I'm not saying that the people should, these Muslim people should be, persecuted or things like that. But they should start with them dialogue and initiate such policies
Yeah, but
under which they may be
मेरा एक
Americanized.
सवाल है आपसे डॉक्टर साहब, बस जाते जाते आखिरी। वेस्ट के पास बंदे खत्म हो गए हैं अपने, इसका मतलब ये इनके पास लीडरशिप का क्राइसिस है। लेफ्ट के पास कोई बंदा नहीं था कि उन्हें ममदानी आगे रखना पड़ गया। और दूसरी तरफ की पार्टी ने, मुझे तो लगता है कि ये मिली भगत है कि जी दूसरी तरफ उसके कोमो खड़ा कर दिया ताकि ममदानी ही जीते हर सूरत में।
To some extent, I can agree with you, but the Republican has no any. specific presence in New York states, especially New York City. That's why they did not bring any person of their own, because they are already having some political damages and they did not want to bring anyone. But yes, this is, I totally agree with you that there is a totally leadership crisis, or I must say chaos,
चलें जाते
in the
जाते
Western
आपको
countries.
एक अपडेट दे देते हैं और फिर उसके बाद खुदाफिज करते हैं। अपडेट ये है कि ममदानी साहब ने कल जो है, जिन्होंने कहा था कि फ्री बसें और फ्री ट्रेनें चलेंगी, कल उन्होंने जो है वो लोकल सबवे ट्रेन का किराया जो है वो $3 बढ़ा दिया है। $3 बढ़ा दिया है लोकल ट्रेन का किराया। अब पता चलेगा कि बातें करना कितना आसान होता है और फिर आगे कहना कि मैं यहाँ पे आलू टमाटर की प्याज की प्राइस ठीक नहीं करने आया।
Brother, simply, you know what he was doing before the elections? It was election campaign,
The
right?
challenges are real now.
The challenges are real now, and now the people will learn how cunning he was, how misleading he was, and how he was misusing
And how
the
difficult it is
political.
to keep the promises. Yeah, how it is.
Yeah, but he knows already this thing, but he was just capitalizing the political environment of that time. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, Dr. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Take care. Khudafis.
Okay, thank you. Bye bye.